they're really distracted while they're trying to get their work done, and it's hard, right? They have no quiet place to go work.
Well, that's the thing too, is we have kind of a shared workspace, and we have our own desks, but still, I mean, there's not really cubicle dividers. If you want to have a meeting, if you want to take a phone call, and you want any sort of privacy, that doesn't exist. And that's what you guys are trying to solve with this. What exactly is this?
This is our first model. We call it the comfort booth, and we wanted to find a place for people to make quiet phone calls. It was just that simple. It quickly expanded into the 1-person, the 2-person, the 4-person models. And our goal is really simple. We want to create quiet spaces for people to be able to get away, focus, and get their work done.
And it's almost like a phone booth. It's almost like what's old is new again in many ways. I mean, because it's about the size of a phone booth, right?
Exactly. I mean, people definitely search for these under phone booth, quiet office phone booth. And the reason that they do that is it looks exactly like a modern phone booth, and it functions that way. What we found is that when we put stools in these guys, people work in these for hours at a time. And the most common complaint that we get from people is, how do we get people out of the booths? I kid you not. We have clients that have 20, 30 of these, and when people get inside them, they realize they get focused, they get work done.
Right, which is interesting. I mean, you want the open concept, you want the sharing of ideas and people to be sitting kind of as groups and working as groups, but at the same time, you want them to sort of have an option like this. Is that the concept?
Absolutely. I think open offices are great as long as you have enough spaces to get away. We see venture capital say, here's $150 million, start your company, 150 people pour into a space. There's 10 conference rooms. It's not enough. And now some of those conference rooms are occupied. Where are you going to go? There's nowhere to go.
That's pretty neat. Okay, so you guys are selling out in California, and you've set up shop here in Colorado. Why Colorado?
Well, we didn't set up shop here in Colorado. We actually sell all over the country. But we have a co-working space. You can drop by and see it right here in Colorado, right in Reno, actually.
Oh, cool. Where is that?
It's at the corner of 30th and Lawrence.
All right. And you set those up in cities across the country, or do you try to pick places where this might work?
They're all over the country.
Awesome. Very cool. And do you see this as kind of a new way of building an office? Are we building offices differently today than we did 20, 30 years ago?
Absolutely. If you look into Wall Street Journal, you look into Fortune magazine, you're going to find tons of articles around how this is changing the way we work. We have companies like WeWork coming to rise with $4 billion in capital investment. The world is changing. People like to have their own personal environments, and they also like to mix together socially.
Would it be weird if I just put this right next to the news desk here, and every once in a while I just sort of get in here? How much does something like this cost?
$4,500.
Okay, so it's an investment for a company. They'd probably buy multiple of these. Wow, it's super quiet in here. Is that by design?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to get some work done for once, Megan. This morning, and I'm going to send it over to you, Greg. You're as bad as she is.
Oh, get out of here. My little Zen booth is the weather pod in the studio. I just kind of hang out in here until everybody files in for the show. Kirk laughs because he knows it's true.